how often do you see good leaders with good skills just not get it right? Leadership is about small actions that create a sense of community. Because if you can bring people together, you then have a movement.
Fahd was great. He was dynamic.
He definitely has the most energy of any conference speaker I've seen.
He's just such an amazing character and a very inspiring individual.
Here's the problem. We want to create this high-performing culture, and we have all these challenges. Okay, so to do so, we want to create a high-performing team, and the secret ingredient of this high-performing team is the manager. As managers, as leaders, you have 70% influence over employee engagement. I need that unicorn leader, that 10x manager, to obsess over the interactions between team members. Because the interactions matter more than the talent you have around the table. Here's the thing about teamwork. You can't buy it. Teamwork is earned. Teamwork is the type of knowledge that can't be taught, it must be felt. And even if one person knows it in a group, the group must earn it. Here is the formula that we've developed. We've taught this to thousands of people. We've developed programs that help scale startups, effectively scale leadership. Around 6 components that create high-performing teams. Psychological safety is the #1 key ingredient between interactions and team members. It's the sense of confidence that someone will not embarrass, reject, or punish someone for speaking up. As a leader, you cannot create psychological safety for your team if you yourself don't give trust. The next layer is closely attached to psychological safety. It's empowerment. In order for us to scale leadership and scale your capacity to have a larger impact, you have to let go, but you have to build systems of decision-making. So what we have to do is we have to push decision-making down and create efficient, effective, and decentralized decision-making processes. That's what empowerment is. Empowerment is the shift of power. That gets us to our third layer of high-performing teams, communication. It's not about just communication of telling information. It is about our ability to deal with conflict. See, here's the thing, when we don't engage in conflict, here's what happens. People stop engaging with the problems at work. We have to make it our job to ignite conflict in healthy discussions around the table to actually create pressure around ideas.
Fahd was our first guest speaker and he instantly filled the room. He captivated them, he got them interested, he got them energized.
He's quite funny and charming, and I was just floored by his energy.
There were many people at our table who said, and I quote, "I just didn't want him to stop."
If we can get through psychological safety, we can create empowerment, we have good communication, now it's your job to coach. Once you build your team, you don't have to be the one leading all the time. Once you build your team, you can get other people to lead. In a high-performing team, the best coaches are good at changing their approach to each person for what they need. And so we don't lead large groups, we lead individuals collectively. Shared purpose in a room is one of the most powerful movements. And I think a lot of us search for it outside of our community, but it's actually right here. Let your teams define what one team means. Because if they define it in their own words, they're committed to that strategy. The 6th one is the vision. Everyone wants a team that's pointed to the vision and running towards it as fast as they can. Well, guess what? It's everything else that allows them to do that. Because they feel psychologically safe and they feel empowered to then make decisions and speak up. And they can debate with you and they can conflict and you coach them so they can become better. And they have a sense of purpose because they came up with the strategy themselves. That gives them a vision that allows them to actually run with it. To build a high-performing team and to build the community that you want, no one is going to give you the permission or position because there is no such thing as manager of high-performing teams. It is a duty that you will choose to take on yourself or you will choose to not. Today, you start building your high-performing team, and that includes the managers in your organization who believe in the message and believe in the vision that you have. Here's the reality. You are the future of work. And every time anything you hear about future of work, I need you to understand that you determine it. What you do and how you build community actually determines the future of work at your organization.